Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Clan Navigator Bowman. Welcome to the Xbox Xperience podcast on Mixer.com, as well as on my personal Twitch, twitch.tv/Navigator Bowman. It's Mixer. Yo, miss me with that bullshit. So
when one of the developers can go on stream and say it's Beam and like, oh, did I just say that? Yes, you did.
That was an accident. That was an accident. No, you can't stop it.
He did it 3 times.
You get used to it, son. Like Beam, so good. Yo, Mixer Magic. It used to be Beam Love, now it's Mixer Magic. Like, you know, got that Mixer Magic going on. You got that Beam Love. You got that twitchiness going on. And for those of you that are on YouTube watching the VOD of this, yes, we had a lot of fun. Say what?
Somebody get shot? You said twitching. Usually somebody's twitching when they're, in pain or.
Man, are you talking about after? You talking about after death?
Look at that.
Are you seriously talking about after death right now? Like, come on, B. Like, hold that shit.
Wait, what?
I said hold that shit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we got video games, we got podcast, we got video games, we got podcasts, we got all of that stuff. I'm joined by Keith Shadow Haxer Mitchell. Excuse me, Mr. Frame Rates Matter Mitchell.
And we were just talking about Beam.
Yeah, as well as Aaron Mechanicism Sanders.
Hello.
This is the first time that we had, like, technically the person that was supposed to be here was supposed to be, in my box, it was supposed to be John Jinx, but things didn't work out the way it was supposed to, and I am
in your box. You have
in his window, his little
video window. Yeah. But
filling in for Clinton is Clinton.
Yay! Like, I'm filling in for myself, ladies and gentlemen.
He's feeling himself. Got it.
I mean, I'm always feeling myself. I'm so sexy. All right. So let's get right to it. So Elgato is really putting the pedal to the metal.
I don't give a shit about Elgato.
When it comes to, I mean, of course you don't, but shut up. Anyways.
I mean, no. I have to say this because
no, stop interrupting.
No, wait, no.
Stop interrupting. Stop interrupting. Let me
say
Keep. You can say this afterwards. You can say it after. You can say it afterwards. Let me get the story out.
I'm blocking you out now.
So Elgato is putting their pedal to the metal with their streaming stuff after their successful launch of the Stream. I think of the Stream box. What's it called?
Go ahead, say it. Say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say Steam Link.
Yup. It's the Stream Deck.
Stream Deck, thank you. The Stream Deck.
I knew you were gonna say Stream Link. I was like, go ahead, say it.
I was there. The Stream Deck. They decided to come out with a couple new options. One of the biggest options that they are coming out with is the Cam Link, which allows you to take a legitimate camcorder and hook it up like a webcam to your PC. So if you have a really good quality camcorder, you can use that in lieu of a webcam. And then there's also the green screen that they're coming out with, and I think all 3 of us here are a little salty about that because the price of the green screen is levels of ridiculous. If you buy that,
you have issues.
So yeah, let's talk about the price first before Keith goes and says things.
I've already said it.
$129 for the Cam Link. So that's actually pretty decent. You get a little dongle that hooks up to your computer, and you connect your webcam to it.
Well, wait, no. It's actually more than a webcam. You can connect, your camcorder, camcorder, a DSLR, or even action cam, so a GoPro Hero, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So if it's a camcorder, if it's a prosumer, professional, consumer, whatever, if it's a camcorder, you can hook it up, and that's actually really awesome. Or a camera in the sense of DSLR. Now, the green screen, on the other hand, is $149. It's basically wrinkle-free. It kind of like retracts and all that fun stuff. It's a standalone thing, and for $149, bro, I mean, nah, I can't see that.
I mean, I like the convenience. I like the ease. I like it's portable. It is an actual cool idea, but not for that price. If it was like, say, $100, yeah, it's quick. You can get it up really fast. Yeah.
You're saying 100?
I think collapsible is a huge thing.
I wouldn't even say 100. I would say maybe at most like 75, because you can do that for that price by yourself.
No, because it looks like it's very well constructed, so that's why I would say that. Plus, you get the case with it as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. But you could do that by yourself for cheaper. Still cheaper than the $150.
You could come up with something.
Yeah, but I do like the ease. But the 140, nah.
Yeah, but Elgato's
I could see myself buying it. I mean, I know I said I wouldn't. I could see myself buying it, but if it goes on sale, like Black Friday something, yeah.
My thing about the Elgato, and this is just me personally speaking, like what I like about Elgato's products, and it's fine. I have an issue with the AC60 Pro. I'm gonna let you know right now that
me too, because mine died.
His died, and if I do webcam work with it, I can't have my webcam and my Switch or my PS4 or Xbox One on at the same time, one or the other slows down. So,
Wow.
So I think the webcam will stay at a good frame rate, but the Switch will slow down. The AC60 Pro will slow down. So that's a little bit of an issue there. So I usually don't do webcam when I'm doing my console gaming.
You think that might be a PC issue, maybe? Because I've actually never tried that. I should test that on my end.
Yeah. So I have that. No, it's not a PC issue because I used to be able to do it with the AverMedia that I had, as well as the old Elgato. So I think it may be a PC issue, may not be, but my PC is powerful enough. I have the similar PC that you have.
Nobody has a similar PC as me. No one.
With the Xeon, but I only have a 1060 as opposed to a 1080. But
no, I've definitely run into issues with USB devices running along with an Elgato. Like it doesn't play well with other USB stuff.
Right.
At least the USB Elgato. The internal card, I think we've had better luck with.
Yeah,
that's what I had to do. Well, not with that. When I use my USB Elgato, what I'm actually using right now, because the other one hasn't got here yet.
Right.
I have a separate internal PCI card for that, because I had issues with the Razer Ripsaw. So I got that card just to make sure I wasn't having any issues with any conflicts with the actual motherboard onboard USB, and everything runs perfectly with that one. I think it's just the motherboard's not getting enough power for all the USB devices, which is why I got that card.
Right. So there's that when it comes down to just thinking about the options that are there, but nonetheless, I mean, Elgato's doing a really good job with their streaming stuff, and I mean, they're doing a better job than AverMedia, doing a better job than Razer at this point. They're actually supporting the streamers that they have. I think that's
I liked my Aver, but Aver does, I think, nothing for the community, at least that I've seen. Like, they just kind of have the product out there, and then I've had to contact their support before, and it's kind of an uphill battle. There's usually a language barrier. Elgato does a lot better with, I think, being accessible and supporting, their users. Right.
So there's that. But other than that, Elgato, if you're down with the Elgato stuff, get down with the Elgato stuff. It's all good.
They also have that. Is it Elgato that's doing that, or is it with a combination with XSplit? Somebody has a web series. I think Elgato might be part of it as well.
Right.
That helps you with becoming a better streamer and tips and all those.
It's XSplit and Intel.
No, Intel has their own. It's not that one. It's another one. I'll look for it. I can't find it right now.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that right now. Let's jump up, ladies and gentlemen.
You said jump.
And talk about the main topic for tonight. Niche gaming.
Wait, I thought you had to talk about more stuff before we got into that.
Nah, not really. Maybe Spotify. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, look at that, Spotify.
Spotify is now on the Xbox One after about 3 years on the PS4.
After being hostage on the PlayStation 4 for 3 years.
Yeah, so Spotify is now on the Xbox One. So for those of you that have an Xbox One and wanted the Spotify experience, there you have it. That's pretty much all we gotta say.
They need to add that to Forza Horizon 3 now.
They need to add that to a lot of games to
get rid of Groove. I mean, they're not going to get rid of Groove, but let us use that instead of Groove.
Have an option.
Yeah, so it's going to have a play in the background option, because didn't Pandora actually add that recently on the Xbox?
Yes.
Like you can actually play that in the background. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen.
Where are we going?
We are going to talk about niche gaming.
300 Jackson Street.
Shut up. We're going to
know that song.
Be quiet.
No.
Be quiet.
Jeez.
We're going to talk about niche gaming, the PC, and you, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are a big PC gamer like the three of us are, you notice that there's a lot of niche gaming coming to the PC. A lot of what we call weeb games coming.
No.
There are, but there's some fighting games too, and a couple other things, but typically referred to as weeb games are coming over to the excuse my language, I blanked out for a minute. The PC, such as the Tales games.
Well, I'm gonna stop you there.
You always stop me there.
Because the Tales on the PC isn't really new, nor is the Legend of Heroes. It's just very few in between. Put it that way. The last time we got a Legend of Heroes game.
No. But that's not the point I'm making.
Okay, go ahead.
The point that I'm making, bro. I love this guy, by the way. The point that I'm making. It's whatever. The point that I'm making is we're seeing a lot of games come out of Japan, especially those games from like Idea Factory and such, coming to the PC alongside with the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One or the PlayStation Vita.
You forgot to mention the Masters, XE.
And XE as well. I'm I'm not putting everything out there.
Well, you have to mention XE more so than Ideal Factory, because to be honest with you, if you remember working designs back in the day,
yes,
that's what XE reminds me of now.
But Keith, that's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making. A lot of games from Japan are making their way to the PC. A lot of fighting games are now making their way to the PC because the PC market is growing at such an exponential rate.
No, it's not. It's dead. Fully dead. It's been dead for years.
Stop being sarcastic.
Sarcasm? Stop being Sarkasian? What?
I mean, you shouldn't be Sarkeesian, but
oh god.
At the same time,
I wouldn't mind that money though.
PC gaming, especially for Japanese fighting games and other games like that, and we all know PC was a boon for indie gaming. Let's talk a little bit about how niche gaming is becoming another big boon for PC gaming. So I see a lot of people getting PC gaming, building PCs, or even buying PCs to play a lot of the niche games that come out on the PC, on the Steam marketplace and such. Yep. Keith, is this a surprising kind of development coming in, or did you expect this fully?
No, it's been happening for years on end. It's been ever since people started getting frustrated with the lack of power or being stuck within a certain, which we're looking for, environment. Like on the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, they wanted to play other games and they couldn't get access to it. They started going to the PC. I think a big portion of it was the fact that you can emulate just about every game on a PC. Yeah. You can upgrade the PC, get more power out of it when you want to, and the fact that more and more games are coming over, it brings the people over. And when the people come over, the companies start taking notice. Like, wow, maybe we should start bringing more stuff over there. Which is just like what XC said, they're bringing games over. NIS America is going to bring more games over. I want to say it was maybe NIS America or said they want to bring in all the games over. There was some company.
I think it was NIS. I think it was NIS America. It sounds like NIS America. Nippon Ichi Software, for those of you that are not familiar.
I think they want everything. They want to bring all their games over to the PC.
Why do you think that is, though?
I just told you why. I just told you exactly.
There's a market there, yeah.
There's a huge.
Beyond the market there. I mean, why is that kind of like the big thing now?
Well, to be honest with you, because they're losing out money.
Okay.
If you think of NIS America games, we'll just use those as an example. Where do they normally go to?
Say that one more time.
What system do
PlayStation 4?
PlayStation 4. Mm-hmm. Xbox One? No. So they're losing money. Yes. The PC is a big untapped market. They can bring their games over with minimal effort. And I don't want to say minimum. I take that back because, again, we just got done reviewing Legend of Heroes Trial Cold Steel. And even though that was a PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita port, oh my God, they put so much work into that game. They redubbed all the lines, added more voice lines, cleaned up the graphics, 60 frames per second, widescreen support, turbo mode. It put the PlayStation 3 and Vita version to shame.
Yeah.
One of the best versions of the game out there. Mm-hmm. And it's selling very good. So if companies can start putting that much effort into putting in these old games or even new games, it's fantastic. They already announced that Part 2 is coming over. And I suspect after 3 hits PlayStation 4 this year, they will probably see Part 3 in the PC as well. And that's just, is
that the third? Because that's already listed on Steam.
Is it 3? Shouldn't be, is it? Did they announce it already? I didn't see it.
Is that Legend of Heroes, the Trails in the Sky, the third?
Yeah, if it is, it's coming to PC then.
Yeah.
We've got that. We've got Ys coming to the PC.
Mm-hmm.
The new one, or the old one, Ys 7 is coming to the PC. Yeah. I don't think the new Ys that's coming out for the PlayStation is coming out for the PC yet.
So my question is this. Now, keep in mind, we had JRPGs on the Steam store for God knows long time. I mean, if you know, Final Fantasy has been on Steam forever, especially since Final Fantasy 7 was, I think, one of the first ones to pop up.
Yeah.
Do you think Do you think it was the popularity of FF7 that led a lot of these niche developers to say, hey,
No,
I'm asking Aaron this. I know what you're gonna say. Keith, I know what you're gonna say. I'm asking Aaron this. Do you think that it was the popularity of Final Fantasy 7 that really kickstarted the niche product kind of deal, the niche gaming on PC deal?
I don't know. I don't think it itself kickstarted it. It definitely occurred around when that started kicking up. the deal with that PC version of Final Fantasy VII though is that already existed. That came out. Was it like 98? Like right after
Yep.
the PlayStation version came out. They had a legit PC version of 7 and 8, which I had back in the day, and this was just a port over of that stuff. So they already had this like just kind of almost ready to go, and they just kind of kicked out the door. I think that kickstarted for Square the initiative to bring as many Final Fantasies to PC as they could. But as far as the rest of the the big push for other companies to bring their RPGs and their other I want to say it was almost like it was usually their console exclusives from past generations. They started bringing them over into Steam. I'm not sure what specifically kicked that off. I wouldn't say it was Final Fantasy VII, but that's definitely been what the huge upsurge has been here lately, and it's been great to see, in my opinion. Especially when they put the work into updating them and making them look better, like they did with Legends of Heroes. They don't always turn out great. Sometimes I think the 7 port was pretty rough early on.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think they did much to fix that either, because I don't think they really had the investment. But they brought 9 over, and they put some work into at least making that a bit smoother on the PC. So I'll tell you what, I was very surprised that the recent re-release of 12 didn't end up on the PC. It probably will, in my opinion, but it seems like anything that's hitting the PS4, they're at least waiting on before bringing it over to the PC.
Now, Keith, do you have anything different to say, or is pretty much what Aaron said, what you said?
Not really. I mean, Square did have some RPGs on the PC before they put out Final Fantasy VII. It's just they're doing some more and more. I mean, like we had the last Remnant on the PC back in the day. I think Xseed actually had a game on Steam before that actually happened, before Final Fantasy had it. But like Aaron said, Final Fantasy VII did have a really lackluster PC port back in the day.
Yeah,
it wasn't really advertised much because it was the one time where it was like, oh, I'm not going to play this on a PC. Why would I do that?
What's funny about that is it actually was better than the PlayStation version technically. Like it had a slightly higher resolution.
Right.
The sound wasn't better because the PlayStation had that whatever Yamaha chip in it. I think it was.
Oh, the YM9212?
Something, yeah. And the PC just had to try to emulate that with special MIDI drivers. So it didn't quite come close there, but it was slightly higher res, so technically it was slightly better. But yeah, it definitely didn't. It wasn't nearly as popular as the PlayStation version was.
Yeah, back then, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at it now. I mean, going forward, we're talking about niche gaming on the PC. I think Square has announced every major RPG they're coming out with on the PC. Right. They announced Life is Strange Before the Storm is coming to the PC. Mm-hmm. If you would have asked me would they bring that over a year or two ago,
you would have probably laughed. You probably would have laughed us out of the building, right?
Like, nah, that's not happening.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, both on Mixer and on Twitch, as well as on YouTube, for those of you that are in the watching the VOD, feel free to contribute to the conversation.
Are you watching all the chats at once?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Do you have to watch them all at once? Like, does it not? You can't watch them all in one place.
Well, you can if you're using Restream, you can do that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if you're here and you want to contribute to the conversation, make sure you type in the chat and we'll read your comments out loud. Yeah, but go ahead. Going back to the conversation. So we're looking at a brand new revolution in PC gaming in terms of niche gaming to a degree.
Right, but let's expand that because niche gaming is more than just role-playing games. We've got fighting games. We've got Killer Instinct. Well, yeah, we can use that. We've got Killer Instinct. We've got Tekken 7. We've got Street Fighter 5. We've got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite coming over. We've got Dragon Ball Fighters coming over to the PC.
We have Guilty Gear Xrd. We have Blaze Blue. We got the new Blaze Blue coming.
Fantasy Strike that's in development for the system.
Melty Blood, Chaos Code.
We've got.
If you want to name fighting games, let's name fighting games.
We've got Brawlhalla on the PC now.
Mm-hmm. Nidhogg 2. Pocket Rumble's a thing. There's a lot of fighting games on there. There's a lot of fighting games, a lot of Japanese role-playing game. And I mean, Steam has always been very popular when it comes to visual novels. But visual novels are really coming. Like when Clannad came over, it was nuts.
You know, I'm still waiting for the day that a PC will be used in a fighting game tournament. It's going to happen one of these days. It's going to happen.
You know something? All right, let me harken back to when I did Overdrive News Live, and you know, I got to talk to Keats about this, and Keith was like, "Nah." Keith was like, "Nah, we're not gonna do it because it's not optimal enough to do. It's not optimal enough for what is it? PCs to run fighting games because you know you have to constantly update them and blah 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 blah."
You mean like right now, like on Xbox and like PlayStation, that you have to do that right now?
Yeah, like every other time you turn it on, it's like it's time for an update.
It's an
You're
update.
not gonna be playing anything for half an hour.
And the crashes. It's like so
sandwich.
much different things. It's like so much different things that they were making excuses about the PCs and it's so expensive. And I'm like, you don't have to really spend that much on a PC to get a baseline, get at least baseline equal 60 frames performance on the fighting games. Like,
you really don't. Not anymore. I mean, you can get a really, I won't say bare bones, a really mid-range PC for cheap, even a starter PC. And when I say starter PC, I mean like maybe an i3, an i5, GTX 1050, Windows 10 for about $450, $500.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse anymore for that. There's none. And with fighting games, like I said, I really expect to see one because a baseline PC, a minimum PC can run Street Fighter 5 fine, can run Marvel vs. Capcom 3 fine. Actually, I ran Tekken 7 on my laptop. It wasn't the best, but it's a laptop.
I mean, at the same time, I mean, look at this. You don't have to constantly be online either.
No,
So run.
you don't.
So it's like the Windows update isn't really gonna matter. I think the only logistical issue that I can legitimately see is the fact that you have to plug all those computers in before or after the tournament and just make sure that they're updated, like the games are updated.
I will tell you this. My little HTPC, which I have a project with that coming up in the next couple weeks. I'm going to change out the case and a couple other things. But my little HTPC, this is how easy this thing is because it's set up this way. I can power it off, power it back on. It starts up Windows. It runs the drive selection where it mounts to all my NAS, and then it starts Steam and it goes. So from start to finish in 30 seconds, that thing is up and running and ready to play games on big picture mode on Steam.
But Keith,
Plug
that's
any
not what I'm talking
controller
about, though. That's
not that's what I'm getting at with the ease and not having to worry about that. I mean, if you were to take a PC like that to a fighting game tournament and had that, you could literally start up. If you're using, just an example, I know it's a little more logistic, a little more complicated for a fighting game tournament, but you can literally go and connect an Xbox One controller to that thing by hitting the sync button, and in a matter of seconds, it's done. That's just an example.
But that's not the point I was making, Keith. The point I was making was before and after, where you have to update these computers and make sure these games are updated with the current update, and that might take a while. And that's a lot of the issues. But at the same time, that same thing applies to the consoles.
Yeah, and at the same time, the reason why I said I don't agree with that, and I'm glad you said consoles, because Xbox One and PlayStation 4, there are certain updates where it's like, you need to do this update or you ain't doing shit. Yep. And the PC's like, oh, you're not going to do this update? Okay, that's fine. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, come back later.
Yeah. And
I'm going to keep annoying you, but come back later.
Yeah, it'll let you do what you got to do, but it's not going to stop you from going online.
No, but I'm not talking about the OS update. I was talking about the game updates.
Well, the game updates are going to hit whatever platform.
They're everything.
But
yeah.
At the same time, but then I think also, and correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it takes longer for the PC update to get there. You know, you can use words. This is a podcast.
No, not at all. No, if I were to rate the slowest to fastest for updating, it would be my PC, my Xbox One, and then my PlayStation 4.
God, the PlayStation 4 update.
Because
so
exactly.
Shit. Like
PlayStation 4. I need to download this 3 gig update. All right, come back 2 hours later. It's still going. What the fuck, Sony?
So not having a PS4, I had a PS3, and I see they didn't improve it then whatsoever.
No, they did
The PS3
not.
is terrible.
I mean, the only improvement they really made was making the friends list about 2,000 wide.
Yeah, I mean, it's notoriously slow, and I've tried it wired. I've tried it using AC. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't care. It's just terrible.
Yo, but that Xbox One's so fast. So fast. Like, so
yeah,
good.
it is.
Like,
it is.
You know, that PC architecture, PC Master Race and all that fun stuff.
But the thing with the PC, with Steam, you can say, I want to download from Philly. I want to download from Washington. I want to download from New York. You know, so you can change based on geotags or where you're at yourself. It'll download from there, so it's a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
Now instead of downloading, oh, you're in Pennsylvania and you got to download from Washington. Have fun with that.
You can adjust the cap on that too through the client at least.
Oh yeah.
So
and that's always actually really good. I just like that person like that. So listen, if you're not a niche gamer, now I'm gonna ask this question to kind of think outside of the box a little bit. If you're not a niche gamer and you were kind of like interested in getting a PC, would you say yes, no, maybe so?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
All right, Keith, what's your reasoning for that?
Just because there are more games coming out on the PC that are not niche gaming. They're AAA or AA or even indie games. You know, we've got bad example, but here we go. We've got For Honor. You know, we've got Call of Duties on there. We've got Battlefield on there. We've got Battlefront on there. We've got a shit ton of games coming from Square Enix. We've got Bandai Namco bringing out stuff over there. We've got pretty much every AAA developer bringing games out on the PC now.
Now the question
Capcom's bringing it. Go ahead.
Now the question about that is, what about ease of use? The consoles are easy. A lot of the argument about consoles against PC is that simple plug and play.
Okay, so that's the approach that from a standard, regular, nobody knows what they're doing consumer. Can I use my son as an example? Or is he not part? Why?
It's your son.
Well, he's got untapped tech support in the form of you.
Exactly.
So maybe that's not a good...
But he starts a computer, he goes in Steam, he plugs in the controller, and off he goes.
So I would say the argument here is I feel like these days most people use a computer in their lives in some capacity.
Right.
So you don't really run across the person who's completely lost on the computer. So as far as ease of use goes, I mean, it's playing a game on here is really just like starting almost any other application.
But then you have to think about, you just kind of have to think about, you know, people, you know, it's like, oh, I can play games on the PC, like.
So let me play both sides of this field because there's a lot of hidden variables we didn't talk about.
Of course.
Let's talk about Steam. Steam right now is plug and play. You download the game, you install the game, you configure. Some games require to configure outside the game, and I really hate those. Some games you launch it, it configures everything within there. Some games it goes, oh, I see you have this type of PC. I'm going to configure this for you, and you're good to go. It says, you want this? You look at it, yeah, I want this, and that's it. You're done. There's nothing else that needs to happen. I can't help if your system crashes because, as we've seen, consoles crash just as much as PCs do now.
Holy crap! Yeah. Look, let me sing the song of my people. Hey, how many times? I don't know how many times as my Xbox One and my PS4 crashed on. Dude, my PS4 crashes so often. And I'll give you this. I have a disc in there, right? And ever so often it'll tell me corrupted data. I have to eject the disc and put the disc back in just for it to read. And the disc has been sitting in there.
Wow, you're using that ancient technology. We don't know what those things are on the PC.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even have optical drives anymore.
What is this CD you're talking about?
I mean, Blu-ray, excuse me.
Nope, don't even use that anymore.
PCs have transcended.
Right?
unless I want to rip a Blu-ray or a DVD.
Right.
No.
I mean,
but let me finish the conversation.
Go ahead.
There's one part, there's Steam. Now we get out of the friendly zone and we go to Windows Store where they're still having issues and you download a game and it may get halfway through installing, then stop and say there's a problem. It gives you this ambiguous error that you don't know what the hell it is. Error. There's an error.
Right.
What the hell does that mean? And then you can't download your game. You uninstall it, you reinstall it, it doesn't work.
By the way, as Keith is telling the story, I'm eating popcorn. This is a great aesthetic.
You know, the Windows Store. The Windows Store is a classic example of people complaining over and over that Microsoft, please fix this store because I can't install my shit. Or you have to install a game, or you have to install Forza Horizon. In order for people to play the new Hot Wheels, they had to uninstall
Blizzard Mountain.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
They had to install the game to get the new.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn out because we're about to start bitching about Microsoft. In 5,
no,
4,
I'm just saying
3.
the store needs to be.
The store needs help big time.
The store needs help, you know, and that gives PC gaming a negative stigma. When you look at Microsoft Store and it's like this is a piece of shit. What if that was the first experience you've ever had? You wanted to play Gears of War.
It's like,
or you wanted to play.
It's probably likely too, because I mean, if you just got a brand new Windows computer, that thing's pinned to the taskbar. It's like right up in your face. It's like, come on, come on. So again, like
I said, you know, look at the window, thumbs down. I mean, I'm not gonna want a game on a PC anymore. The thing about it is, a lot of people's first experience is Steam. Always. Why? Because
not necessarily.
No, see, if you're getting into gaming, it is. If you're not really like getting into gaming and you just happen to come across it, 9 times out of 10, most Windows computers come with Candy Crush Saga installed automatically. So that's like one of the first games you play, other that or Solitaire on a Windows PC.
You play Solitaire on a PC?
My mom
does. When you're not bored?
My mom does. I don't.
When you're not bored. When you're not bored.
Bro, even when I'm bored, I don't play Solitaire. Like, come on, son. I don't got the attention span for that.
But Microsoft
ADHD. Like, I mean, come on.
The Microsoft Store is the first thing you see. And and then again, if there's games, if you bought a gaming PC because you wanted to play Forza, and then you run into issues with Forza, oh, dear God, Microsoft, please fix your fucking store before Forza 7 drops.
Or Keith is going to choke a bitch.
Please fix that store.
You know, shouts out to Wayne Brady. But no, I understand. No, they gotta fix that. They gotta fix that shit. But you know what? They are kind of fixing. They are kind of working on stuff. The Fluent design looking really good for those of you in the Alpha Ring. You lucky son
But it's only for the Xbox One.
I thought they would be
think that might that sort of design might make its way over the...
No, they're talking about making that design for Windows 10.
Talking.
Well, that's something.
That's something, bro.
That's some hope.
Quit your pitching. That's something.
They said that maybe Games Pass would make it over there too, and it's not there yet either.
Bro, Keith, you have the patience of a 5-year-old kid or your son.
No,
relax.
I'm just saying no.
I'm not wrong. Aaron's laughing. No. He knows it's true. Like
no. I've given Microsoft too many chances. They're like, we're good. We're dedicated to the PC gamer. Really? You are?
Keith,
you really are.
Again,
you really are.
You have the
gaming
patience.
on the PC is great.
Keith,
avoid the Microsoft store.
Keith, you have the patience of your damn son. All right? You and your son is one of the fucking sane. Yes!
Hey, I'm still married, aren't I? 16 years, right?
That's a valid point.
There.
What does that mean? Like, you want to be married. Like,
no, we gotta plus with that
not
game
easy.
again. So
it's not easy.
Back on this topic of the PC gaming, though. I mean, so if you just got a computer and you're looking to game on it, the Microsoft Store is probably the first thing you're going to see because it's pinned right there. Someone's going to tell you to get Steam,
or Origin, or GOG, or Battle.net, or.
But if you go into like a GameStop these days, they do technically still have a PC game section, which is one tiny little shelf that's usually down by the floor.
They
like,
may not.
They may not anymore at all. Yeah.
Not anymore.
No, no. Wait, stop. Wait. I wanted to say something. You reminded me of something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
But hold on. Let me just make this one point real quick before you go to it. And I'll kick it right over to you. It's really quick. The most PC sections on at GameStops are that little carousel that basically sells like Steam cards and shit. Like
yeah, that's it. There used to be PC stuff at my local GameStop up the street, and you know what happened like a week ago or maybe
they got rid of it.
I went in there and I was like, "What the hell happened to your store?" Half of the store is all Think Geek now. They're like, all the stores are moving all this stuff.
They're all doing that. They're all becoming toy stores.
I was like,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
What the fuck happened?
They ain't making money using the used
but
games.
No,
Think
it was really weird. Because you walk in the store, before the Nintendo stuff was in the front of the store. Nope, now it's PlayStation stuff, Xbox stuff on the other side. The Nintendo stuff is in the corner by itself. And it's like, what's going on here?
I'm gonna give you exactly how it was. Okay, so the Herald Square GameStop, right? Let's talk about GameStop real quick. You know, kind of talk about gaming and stuff. The Herald Square GameStop in Manhattan, for those of you that know where Herald Square in Manhattan is, I think it's the biggest GameStop in New York City. Biggest GameStop in New York City, 2 floors. The bottom floor used to be all Xbox shit. Everything. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Original, everything. Huge, big. Think Geek moved in there, took the whole second floor. Everything got bumped up to the first floor. It was crazy. The GameStop near me in Bed-Stuy and the one in Ocean Hill in Brooklyn. The Think Geek stuff take like a good chunk of what the PlayStation stuff used to be behind next to the register. So they're changing, and you have to understand they're changing, and you have to understand why they're changing, because they're not making money off of used games like that anymore.
No.
So a lot of this stuff is the merchandise sales, such as the games, the Funkos, and all that kind of stuff. Dude, GameStop has a Funko Insider program now.
Can you trade those in now? Can you like?
Alright? Like I don't know. Alright? So
but yeah,
they got that. They got that. So you gotta kind of think about it from that aspect where, you know, you're sitting there and it's like, yo, this is where it's at. PC games haven't really ever sold at GameStops. Like I've only gotten 3 different PC games at GameStop. I think it was Evolve. No, 4. Evolve, the pre-sequel of Borderlands, Overwatch, and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, buying PC games off the shelf hasn't been a thing for years.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I think the first, and this is the 5th game I've ever bought. The first one I bought at like Best Buy was NBA 2K14. Like that was the first PC game I bought because I had a laptop and I wanted to try playing games on PC.
Right.
So there's that. You know, you got to kind of think about that. PC gaming back then wasn't really all that popping. Steam was good, but it wasn't all that popping. Now we're seeing PC gaming taking off like it's nothing. People were spending $1,000 to buy a computer that used to cost like $1,500 to build, and it's
not me.
Not you, son, and not me neither, or Aaron.
No, not me.
I'm just saying, you know, like a computer that used to cost $1,500 to build, people buying it for like $1,200 nowadays. Computer prices are coming down. Gaming laptop prices are coming down. Like, dude, at this point, there's no purpose outside of like exclusive games, and exclusive games don't even sell consoles as much. I've been saying it for weeks and years.
There's been an interesting conversation I've been having on YouTube on somebody's video. I think it was Joker Productions, where people are going back and forth about exclusive no longer being a key selling.
It wasn't
point.
Joker. It was somebody else. I know that.
No. Joker did one because he talked about it, and it's been going up and down ever since then.
Mm-hmm. Good key points on both sides.
And that's probably a good conversation for another
podcast, maybe next week. But you know, you look at the PC gaming side of things. PC gaming is growing exponentially because the prices are coming down. There's no real reason to buy a console anymore outside of the exclusive experience. And even then, Windows is like, you don't. And Keith, and I'll admit that Keith is right. I've been trying to fight this for so long, but I'll admit that Keith is right.
Oh, really?
Microsoft is making it like you don't really need an Xbox for a lot of these games that are coming out on Xbox Play anyway.
Told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Nigga did not just say I'm agreeing with you.
Like
I know, but I was just like, I don't know why you were against it. And that was the thing. The writing's on the wall. It's like,
bro, it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while for people to really recognize it. And you know, like there's that. And then obviously, you know, the fighting games that are coming out. Obviously, you want them on PlayStation because everybody plays them on PlayStation. But at the same time, I can get the same experience on a PC and say, okay, cool. I can plug in any stick that I have on my PC.
Any stick, and that's one of the big points. Yeah. I can play with any controller.
I have my old 360. I have my old 360 stick.
Yeah, come on. DualShock, Wii U, everything.
Switch.
You can use everything on the PC.
You got the Pro Controller. You got the Pro Controller. Hell, you can play a fighting game with a freaking Joy-Con.
You can play the fighting game with a drum set.
I've seen that happen. I've actually seen somebody did no DDR pad. Somebody did with a DDR pad.
Somebody beat Dark Souls using a Rock Band.
Somebody beat Dark Souls using a DDR pad. That was dope.
Crazy.
So that's where the advantage of the PC market comes in. It's like, okay, if you prefer the PlayStation 4 controller, the DualShock 4, I don't know why anybody would, but if you prefer the DualShock 4.
Oh my Lord. Somebody was on Twitter a couple days ago saying, I don't know why anybody wants to use an Xbox One controller over the DualShock 4. And I was like, what the fuck are you
talking about? Like, listen, this might be the Xbox Xperience podcast. And listen, I do prefer the Xbox One controller because I have big hands. But
we are not. Yes, I've said plenty of times, if something's better on the PlayStation, Bloodborne. Then
No, but at the same time, I still rather use the Xbox One controller because it's a bigger controller and it fits my hands so much better.
It's way more comfortable.
Yeah, the Xbox controller is way more comfortable.
Hell, the Pro controller is more comfortable than the goddamn PS4.
Pro controller is better than all of them.
Oh, the Switch Pro controller? Yes. So good, man.
Yes.
That's pretty
better
nice.
Than all of them.
You know,
except for that D-pad issue.
Yeah, I've run into that too.
Did you end up buying the Hori pad?
No, I saw that. It's not. No.
Hori's got one? I have to look that up.
Yeah, it came out July 31st.
They finally got that joystick. Yeah, that fight stick's finally coming out.
No, the fight stick already came out. It already came out July 31st.
Oh, it's out?
July 31st. And then there's the 8-bit though wireless one that came out, and that's like $79. So
it's like enjoy your one game.
That Hori pad looks like the Wii U Pro controller.
Yeah, it does.
Interesting.
So there's all that. There's so many PC gaming, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many different options. And the one thing that we're telling you the most is that, you know, you should invest in PC gaming now. Even learn to build your own computer, because learning to build your own computer is actually a very viable thing that you can take with you. Anywhere.
I wouldn't go that far, because people are still uncomfortable by putting their hands inside of a machine and the fear of being electrocuted, because it is a very real
yeah, but at the same time,
it can go wrong in there.
It can go wrong. But it can go wrong, but anything can go wrong. You know, Murphy's Law is a thing. So I mean,
there's nothing like buying a $400 or $500 part and putting it in your machine and you break it and you can't take it back, and you're like, well,
nope,
fudge.
It's like, oh, if I messed this up.
I don't know. One time I had to take a motherboard back. I was so mad. I had to take a motherboard back because it wouldn't post, and I was like, oh shit. I
got one that was DOA once.
Keith,
but...
remember when we built that computer? When I came down Delaware, and I think it was 2016, I built that computer, and I was afraid that it didn't post. I was so nervous about that.
Man, I've gone to Micro Center like 6 times taking back motherboards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know that feeling. You know, I know that feeling very well. Very well. Which is why I don't like buying stuff online. If I can go to a Micro Center and get it first.
Yes, sir. A lot of people are like, oh, Jet is so cheaper. Pause that shit.
Yeah, sure is. And then when your shit doesn't work and you got to wait 2-3 weeks to get it back, yep, it sure is.
That's what I said. Hold that shit. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the Xbox Xperience podcast number 28.
Game over.
So make sure you check out all of the other podcasts on the Outerhaven. But before we get into that, make sure on Mixer and on Twitch, if you like what you've heard, give us a follow. You follow us, you'll be notified of whenever Keith will be streaming on Mixer, and I will be streaming on Mixer as well from time to time, as well as me playing the Pokemon trading card game online on Twitch, because, you know, I got back into that game. I'm sorry, the meta's so good right now. There's also the A1 podcast, the Sony-centric podcast, the Nintendo Entertainment Podcast, the Warren Infinite Panels, the Strange and Wonderful Podcast, as well as all of the other content. Reaction Theater as well. You got to go check out Reaction Theater. It's actually really awesome. Check out all of those podcasts on the Outerhaven Productions at www.theouterhaven.net. That is THE. Excuse me. OUTE.
Wow. Get this man some wood. Holy shit. Are you okay?
Spell it for me, please.
Holy shit.
God, the popcorn. Ah! Like,
it got you in the end. The popcorn got you in the end.
That popcorn is salty.
It's kettle corn, bro. Like, Jesus.
I just want a soundbite of that out there. You trying to spell the Outerhaven and just choking on it.
Wow.
To be our official.
I'm clipping that.
Fell so hard. All right.
Go, man. Come on.
No, this is classic. I'm listening to you.
Oh shit.
Dying on
THEOUTERHAVEN.net. Got it.
Jeez. Nice.
Hey, look, you need some of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some of that later. I'm gonna get some of that water later, Keith. That being said, if you enjoyed what you heard,
water over TCP. Goddamn.
Yo, TCP IP H2O. Let's do.
Does that mean you get electrocuted?
Maybe. It's a risk you got to take to not choke and die. By dying, maybe.
What if you do die?
At least you're not choking anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. So, on that note, he's Aaron Sanders. He's Keith Mitchell.
And he's
I'm dying.
Black man. I'll drink some for you.
Call me LeBron James because I'm choking.
Oh.
All right, Kyle Irving.
Ouch. Ooh. Gotta go with the Kyrie jokes now.
Hey, man.
I'll be back on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen, streaming some more Pokemon later down tonight. Keith will be back tomorrow with the Surge, I believe.
No, I'm done.
Oh, you done? So what you got next on? What you got next on docket?
I might play Hellblade, or
do you want mages? Do you want mages of Australia? I'll give you mages of Australia.
I have the mages.
Sweet, you should play that.
Maybe.
I'm hoping to get Sonic Mania, bro. Like,
maybe I'll play Dark Souls 3 again.
And Aaron, can you tell us about the Fuchsia Cat, sir?
Oh, the FutureCast. Well, that's every other week. We just had one last week, so the next one's coming up on. We're going to record it on the 16th, and then we normally kick it out over the weekend or something. But that is coming up. We might get a happy hour in at some point in the near future too. Stream some games out. We're trying to get our Game of the Year stuff together. So we normally have a big Game of the Year podcast at the end of the year. Try to find out like what's number one. So we'll probably play a bunch of stuff we want to put on the Game of the Year list on our happy hours when we get those going. And that'll be in the near future.
Indeed. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to TheOuterhaven.net.
That's not what you said.
I spelled it right the first time and the second time.
He's paraphrasing this time.
You know, check that. All
of that. All the choking.
Yeah, it was a little bit of that and some grunting and some wheezing,
some coughing,
gasping.
Yeah, this has been actually a lot of fun doing this. This is actually pretty fun. We needed this moment. You know, life's been rough, so we needed that moment. I'm Clinton Bowman. He's Keith Mitchell. He's Aaron Sanders. I gotta remember my camera's flipped. I'm just saying. And we'll see you next week, Tuesday, for number 29 of the Xbox Xperience podcast. For certain, next week. Yeah. Peace out.
For certain.